And last night, in fact, drifting slightly away from their usual tradition, Apple officially unveiled the iPhone 16, iPhone 16 Plus on Monday. These are the latest additions to the iconic smartphone lineup. Crores of people usually tune in worldwide to ensure and find out what Apple has now brought into the world. The overall design appears to remain familiar. New models introduce subtle tweaks. We are told improved camera capabilities, which has been a strength and USP for Apple. But also there's the promise of Apple Intelligence in a software update that will soon happen. This Apple AI, Apple Artificial Intelligence, can analyze inbox, provide email summaries, modify notifications. So a lot is expected to be happening there as well. Now, the iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Plus starts at about 80,000, 90,000, and Pro 128 GB could go up to 1,19,900 rupees. Remember, depending on the GB variant, the price is going to also fluctuate as well. We are told that 256 GB variant is priced at about 1,44,900 and so on and so forth. So there have been, of course, a lot of fresh details that have come in as well about what they are intending to do. Now, of course, India Today, as always, tracking very closely what's unfolding at the event there. Ayush Ailavadi joins me right now. Ayush, good morning. You tell me, what do you think are the changes? Because one, they've drifted slightly away from tradition. Usually it's at the end of the week, isn't it, that they have these events? Apple 16, Apple 16 Max, what are the differences and what are the changes that we can expect this time?
You know, it's like the interesting proverb, same, but different. On the outside, it might appear that some of these devices look the same. But what's really a central theme across the lineup is Apple Intelligence, like you rightly explained. Now, what's interesting to see is that you have an iPhone 16 and a 16 Plus with a largely improved camera, with also, of course, an A18 chip that's 2 generations ahead. And then you also have this new camera control, which is a capacitive touch slider, which is now across all 4 iPhones, even the Pro models, which makes it like a pro camera in a lot of ways, right? You can double tap that and you get a bunch of features. You know, we'll play out the visuals in a bit. I've had an exclusive hands-on with all 4 devices. It's not just these devices. There's the Pro and Pro Max, of course. That is where the magic happens. Apple Intelligence can do all sorts of things, really, when you talk about how it's woven across the ecosystem. That's Apple's version of AI. You said you can summarize notes. You can write to your boss in a more professional tone. All of this would not require you to go to another third-party app. This can all be done on the device in a much more secure way. Apple's promises that they use private cloud relay. What is this technology? This technology is essentially Apple's way of saying that they do not store your data, they do not share your data, and it's up for review. If anyone wants to really test this claim, they're happy to essentially let that happen. So that is what is really unique in terms of Apple Intelligence. All the cool gimmicky stuff aside, the fact that your interaction with artificial intelligence, which scares a lot of people that watch our shows as well, is AI taking over? It's about embracing AI. And if you can embrace AI like they say for the rest of us, I'm actually right in front of Apple Park. That's where the Steve Jobs Theater is. That's where we were doing our hands-on experience. And the mood over here is that if you can really intersperse and ingrain AI across all your devices, it makes your life easier. And that's what we've seen. It's not just that. It's also a big focus on health. Now the Apple Watch, apart from the ECG, atrial fibrillation, all those medical health and fitness features, which were always there, you also now have the ability to diagnose and understand sleep apnea, which is a big deal. You also have hearing aids in AirPods, the ones I'm using right now, the next generations out there. So you're seeing a big focus on health, a big focus on AI, and you're seeing all of this coming together in the brand new devices.
It's quite fascinating to put this vision into play as well. And we'll wait for the reviews as well, Ayush, from you. But stay on, because Ayush is right there at the event in the USA, and he's tracking all the latest coming in from the Apple Park. Let's listen in to Tim Cook about what he said during the introduction. Stay on with me, Ayush. I'm coming back to you.
Every year, we add features and capabilities that not long ago would have seemed impossible to fit into a single device, let alone one small enough to wear on your wrist. Today, we're building on the advanced technologies pioneered with Apple Watch, to make it even more useful, essential, and intelligent. And we're doing it all in this beautiful new design.